Good evening. How are you? Yes. Good evening. How are you? Yes, yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello. Okay, right now it's okay. Can you hear me? Okay. No, no. I have written my name with no. I think are you in crowd place? I heard some sound. Yeah. Are you watching television? Are you watching television? TV? Okay. Are you in crowd place? I heard some sound from your background. Hello. Yes. I'm from Odisha. What about you? Kerala. Nice to meet you. Okay, are you a student or are you working? Wow. Are you a professor? Wow. Then what subject do you teach? Hmm. Okay. Then how long have you been working in that department, education department? Around 3 years. Then recently you got that job, right? Okay. Miss, what's your qualification? Oh my, it is my pleasure, privilege, and proud to interact with Professor. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Right. You have means you can speak fluent English. Your English is so excellent, outstanding, remarkable, and you are an accomplished in English language. But you only want to polish your fluency, right? Mhm. Yeah, of course, definitely. It is required daily practice, right? You know, that's why language is just like driving and swimming, right? If we learn theory how to driving, if we learn theory how to swimming, then we cannot do it. It requires practice, right? That's why language is just equal to driving and swimming. If you want to learn how to driving, you have to sit on the driver's seat. If you want to learn how to swimming, you have to jump into pond or into water, right? Yeah, but we don't have language partner and we don't get atmosphere to interact with anyone in 24 hours in English, right? Because we are Indian and India is a languages country. All states have different languages, and we always 24 hours interact with anyone in our mother tongue, right? If you look someone from surroundings from not like our friends or colleagues, we have to fail because they definitely not going to be supportive. Right. Because
they might not be that much fluent in English. They might not be confident enough to speak out. So it is very difficult actually because
Right.
I'm the option is that the mother tongue influence.
Right.
Here, in my case,
Mm-hmm.
and definitely I have certain influences when come to my mother tongue Malayalam is concerned because
Mm-hmm.
so that directly affects my communication skill. Everything which I have made my limitations, I can come across only
Got your point.
experience this language in real life situations.
Right. I got
Situation.
because India is a languages country. All states have different languages, and
Mm,
our English is mother tongue influence (MTI), right? Because
yeah.
we speak 24 hours in our mother tongue, right? With our
Mm,
relative,
mm,
family members, and
mm,
neighbors. We never speak with anyone in
mm,
English. That's why our English is mother tongue influence. But if we convey our message with whom we interact, they can understand what we wanna tell them. It's okay for us, right? If you want
mm,
to go to abroad and you want to interact with foreigner, then we have to focus accent, right? But
mm. Yeah.
Indian people who speak Malayalam, their English is
Because
Malayalam.
that in language learning process, we
Mhm.
have to listen somebody else, right?
Right.
For example, when we are going abroad and meeting with
Mhm.
people from there, we
Mhm.
are actually getting into a English surrounding. So
Right.
everybody is going to speak with you in English.
Mhm.
If you and the other thing is that when you go outside and you find somebody who is from our state, like our
Mhm.
country,
Right.
the thing is not going to be work in our case because we do the same thing in that country also, right? We
Right.
communicate all that thing in our native language.
Right.
So in that way, that is not going to be beneficial
Mhm.
for improving our English. Otherwise, it will be a very good option to migrate or to go outside and do our masters or education there, right?
Right. You are
Okay.
right.
Mm.
My
What are things you are doing for improving your English in daily life?
okay. It is a good question for me. Means what
Mm,
I do daily to enhance my English speaking.
mm,
Language always takes four skill.
mm,
LSRW, reading, writing, listening, and speaking. I do
mm,
daily, I do daily
mm,
LSRW, and
mm,
I invest my time with the language daily.
mm, mm,
Through writing, through reading, through listening, through speaking, and right now
mm,
I am practicing with you speaking
mm,
part through listening, right?
mm,
And I
mm.
do also reading and writing. If you don't take four pillars simultaneously, regularly, daily, then it will take time to enhance English speaking, right?
Mm,
It has
mm,
interconnection each other. Then we have to do daily LSRW, and we have to invest 20 minutes each session, right? Then
mm,
we get our fluency simultaneously, we build our confidence. It is also required, right? If you
mm,
have deep knowledge about language, you know grammar, you know vocabulary, you know part of speech, but you don't have
mm,
confidence, then you cannot interact with anyone, right?
mm,
And
mm.
we have
Every,
yeah.
basically, I think that
Mm,
this language includes grammar,
mm,
lexicon, and we are putting our
mm,
idea into language.
mm.
Everything is very important, but unless otherwise we have the confidence to speak
Right,
out, we cannot make a statement in English, right?
right,
We cannot communicate with anybody else.
right.
It's a spontaneous process. When
Yeah.
somebody asks something to you, you
Mm-hmm.
have to respond to him or
Mm-hmm.
respond to that person in
Right.
spontaneously. we are not going to get enough time
Mhm.
to plan something in our mind and speak out
Mhm.
in English.
Right.
Like
Because Mhm.
that's what many people do in English, like
Right.
especially those who are considering English as a second language.
Right. Because even
Like,
though you see, speaking comes by speaking, right?
mm,
And
mm,
we have to train
think in
our
English,
mind.
right?
We have to train our mind because mind
Mm,
to tongue means speaking, right? Mind to
mm,
ear means listening. Mind to hand means writing. Then
mm,
we have to focus also input, but we always focus output. When I will
mm,
speak good English and when I
mm,
will speak better English, we always we are result oriented, right? We always focus output. When I will speak better English, but we don't focus practice, right? And
mm,
theory require 20%,
mm.
practice required 80%. Right? If you are,
Exactly.
yeah, 20% means if you join any language institute, teacher always will decide what they will teach you, right?
Mm,
And you
mm,
become a listener inside classroom. But outside
mm,
of classroom, you get chance 80% to interact with anyone in English, right? Then
mm,
we have to
mm,
record 80% practice outside of classroom, not inside of
mm,
classroom. Inside
mm,
classroom, always teacher get chance to teach us. They get chance to speak in front of student, right? But student never get chance to speak 24 hours with teacher. That's why
mm.
outside of practice required in language
But
learning.
but I have an example to
Mhm.
talk to you.
Okay.
In my college days, I
Mhm.
had I had a teacher
Okay.
who was my English professor.
Okay.
His teaching was entirely different. What entirely different
Mhm.
when compared to other professors,
Okay.
because every day he came to classroom
Mhm.
and ask somebody to take somebody to the dice
Mhm.
and ask them to speak out something about he will give a topic and ask that person to speak about
Mhm.
the topic for at least 4 to 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
Okay.
So that was the experience I got from that professor in in the initially it was very horrible for us for
Mhm.
everybody because everybody was very un, unfair.
I got your point.
They they are uncomfortable with
Mhm.
that person's classroom because everybody was fear about speaking English
Mhm.
and they are different to face the classroom. So
Yeah, I got your
gradually,
point.
after
Mhm.
1 or 2 months,
Mhm.
the change was visible in everybody's language actually because
Right.
everybody started speaking English fluently,
Mhm.
flawlessly, flawless,
Mhm.
and that was a different experience for me at least
Yeah, because
because
of
at least
that.
a teacher can
Mhm.
transform the life of a student actually when by changing the way of
Right,
their
right.
teaching.
Because that teacher gave permission to speak with them, right, in front of
Yeah.
him. And it is a good technique to enhance our English speaking. If we get chance to speak in front of teacher, tutor, mentor, and professional person who teach English,
Mm,
then
mm.
they can correct our English, right? And they
Yeah.
advice where we enhance our English speaking. It is also required,
Mm,
right? Sometimes what happen,
mm,
we are we can speak in front of anyone through telephone conversation, right? We get
mm,
confidence to interact with them. But if
mm,
we speak physical with professional people, that's when we lose our confidence while interact with that person, right? Then we
mm,
have to practice also online and offline both. It is a required.
mm.
if you comfort to talk with telephone conversation and online, and you get full confidence, right? But when you interact with a physical person, that's when you lose your confidence. And when you interact with fluent speaker, that's when also we um, you know feel uncomfort, right? Because we always estimate our confidence. We always think, okay, how can I interact with fluent speaker? He or she can speak better than me. And who is the language phobia inside us, right? Then we have to overcome also those kind of part also, and we do practice regularly, and at least we can speak 10 to 20 minutes with anyone, online or offline, better for us.